The following webinars and posts will include the personal testimonials of some coaches of Optavia. The results relating these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting any weight loss program.
Okay, thank you. I don't think you're able to see my thingy. So, stop sharing. There. Alrighty. So, before we get started, does anybody have any victories that they want to say about any accomplishments or anything? Can you hear me?
Yes. I'll share one.
Okay.
Oh, it's someone else talking. Okay. Well, I don't know if this is a non-scale victory. Well, I guess it is. So my rings fell. Kind of good, kind of not good. So I don't know if you guys have any ideas, because I really don't want to get them sized. I had to just move them, move some fingers around for now. But, I don't want to lose any. But yeah, I lost one. It was in my bed, actually, thank goodness. And I'm glad that I didn't lose it because it was my mom's ring. But yeah, so my rings fell off.
They actually have things that you can get, and I think you probably can find them on Amazon, but there's things you can put inside of your ring to make them smaller. My mother-in-law has arthritic fingers, and so she's had to use those on and off depending on the inflammation in her fingers. So that's how she saves her rings from losing her rings.
Well, I'm gonna look.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, before we get started, anybody else have anything else? I'm sorry.
I think Joy was going to say something, but we could barely hear her.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so, I'm just new at investigating this, but I already have a couple people who are interested in following my journey.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Way to go. That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Gail? Gail was on here, now she's gone.
She's here.
You might have to do the little arrows on the top.
No, I think she logged off. Maybe she.
Oh. Well, way to go, Joy. Okay, we want to say something pretty exciting. On July 27th to August 1st, you want to tell them, Angie?
Go ahead.
They are going to have an Optavia convention.
The party.
We are going to rent a house so that we can make our own. We have our own kitchen. We can make our own lean and greens to save them money. Plus, to stay for the 6 days, if we get 8 people, because there's enough for 8 people to sleep, if we get 8 people, it will be under $200 for all 6 days.
Can you guys see it?
No. We just see Angie. I just see Angelingo.
I'm screen sharing.
Yeah, that didn't work. I don't think it worked when I did it either. What I'll do is I will put the link in our group, our Facebook group, and you can see it.
Mary,
yeah?
Mary, you actually were sharing your screen earlier. We were able to see your screen when you were sharing.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It came up just my name whenever I did that. So let's see here.
Let me share.
Okay, can you see it now?
Yeah, we can see that.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
So it's going to be under $200 per person for all 6 days, which actually is pretty darn good. The convention is $150.
Where is the convention?
Atlanta, Georgia.
In July and August in Atlanta?
I already asked. They have air conditioning. Yeah.
So
So how much is the Airbnb for everybody? I know you said it was
It's
under.
like $1,000 for all of us.
Okay. And so then split between 8 people or however many.
Yeah, the whole thing is only $179 a day for the whole house. And then we're doing it for 6 days. And because we're going to go down the day before, so we're not like, like passed out for the convention. And so I think it's going to be pretty affordable. And Adrian, if you don't want to fly, if you want to drive down to Pennsylvania, you can ride the rest of the way with us.
Yeah, no, I haven't talked to my husband yet. I'm working on it.
Okay. I think it's going to be fun. And Robin says that it really, really boosts your resolve to stick with this, and you learn so much. And I've gone to conventions with like with herbs and stuff like that, and it is really very uplifting.
I shared the link for the Airbnb. It's super cute. I put the link in the chat since it won't let me share my screen to show you guys pictures. But I put the link in there for anyone who wants to check it out.
Yeah. So if you're interested, they are going to open up registration on Monday. It's going to be limited. And I don't know how many there's going to limit to, but there's like a lot of coaches and a lot of participants. You don't have to be a coach. You can just be involved or interested to be able to go. So let us know, because I think we're going to have a good time, because these ladies are nuts, and I think we're going to have a real good time.
I'm just bummed I'm moving that weekend.
Oh, bummer, Gail.
I know.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to save up my pennies and talk to my husband.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think it would be great. So let us know as soon as you register if you want to stay in the house. You don't have to stay in the same house that we are, but we
Mhm.
are right adjacent to where the meetings are going to be. So we won't even have to drive or take a break again. We can just walk from the house to the convention center. And so, I mean, this is for 6 days vacation. This is pretty darn cheap.
So does the convention then start on July 28th?
Yes.
Okay.
28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, I guess, right?
I thought, okay, the 28th is a Wednesday. I thought it started. So I think there's just meetings Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning.
Okay.
So I think Robin was just gonna rent the Airbnb from the 27th to the 1st, so people can come. Am I frozen for you guys?
No, we
Yes.
see you.
Okay, so people can come, whenever, a few days before, a day before. And then what I don't understand what you're trying to ask, Joy. You said 8 people includes the Airbnb. We can have up to 8 people.
Yeah.
So then, depending on how many come, that would be, we would split it. If there's only 6 going, then we would split the cost, between 6 people. But we can have up to 8 people in the Airbnb, and I think there's 5 already going for sure. Is that right?
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah, I mean,
And if
Last
there's
gonna be
over
like
8
mattress,
people,
not a bed.
if there's over 8 people, we'll try to find an additional place.
Yeah, and it is, I mean, it's not like we're gonna each have our own bedroom and bathroom and everything. I know you're asking about sleeping arrangements, but yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be Optavia girls party,
It's like adult slumber party weekend.
Yes, yes. Fun.
I'm not.
Mary's going, so it'll get wild.
Okay, what were you saying, Joy? Oh, I can't hear
Air
you.
mattress.
I can't hear.
What?
Can you hear?
It's an air mattress. There's 3 beds and an air mattress.
Yeah, there's a couch, a pull-out couch. There's like 2 beds in one room, another in another
Queen
room.
size,
We
yeah.
can Yeah, you can read all the details if you want to see the link. And I mean, you can stay wherever you want. We're just saying this is what Robin has a couple more spots in this particular Airbnb if you want. You can obviously take care of your own, lodging, get a hotel or your own Airbnb. You don't have to stay here.
And you can come
If you
eat with
don't.
us if you decide, like, I just want to be in a motel room all by myself. You could come and still have the lean and green with us.
Yeah.
So think about it. I think it'd be pretty exciting. I would love to meet you guys. But you have to
Mhm.
be forewarned. I'm a hugger, so.
Aw,
She
That's
is.
what's up. I
Me
am.
too.
Good, good.
And because they do have a limit on how many people can attend because of the COVID restrictions and stuff, try to make your decision sooner rather than later, because Robin's pretty sure that's going to sell out pretty quickly. So
Yeah.
no pressure, but
Yeah, we'd love to see you, but if you can't make it, we understand too. I didn't make it to Cancun, so.
yeah.
All right. Anybody else have any kind of non-scale victories or even scale victories they would like to say? I can't see everybody. Oh, hi, Crystal. I didn't even know you snuck on there. Hi, Gail.
Amy posted in the comments that she's excited to get a Mary hug.
Oh, good. I do. I give big bear hugs.
aw, cute.
Okay. So nobody else? Let's get started with water. It's going to be a short class because, I mean, how many things can you say about water? I want to ask a question. We tried to do a poll, but I'm not smart enough to actually do that. So can everybody see what percentage of Americans would you say drink less than an adequate amount of water? Y'all see that?
I see that.
Okay. How many, if in the chat, because Angie's going to count them, how many people think that 10% drink less than the amount that they should? How many put A? B for 20%, C for 40%, D for 80%, or E for 100%? I wrote the answer in my hand so I wouldn't forget.
Where's there we go.
I am me, by the way, from me to everyone.
Everybody's me.
I know. I should go ahead and change that or something, but whatever.
Okay. Did everybody vote?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? What are the percentages there, Angie? How many said A? How many said B, C, D, and E?
Maybe
I see 4. Okay, so D, there's another one. So 5, everybody thinks D. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 D's and 1 for C.
Okay. And who said the
Well,
C?
oh wait, here's another D. Here's another D coming in. Adrian said 40%.
Well, Adrian must have read the book. Way to go, Adrian.
I did.
Oh, Adrian.
That's okay, Adrian. Way to go. You just blew the bell curve, but way to go. The answer is 40%. I thought it was higher too. I thought it was 80%. I have little old ladies that come to me and I test their saliva, and they're like wiggling their little lips around, trying to work up enough spit to stick on a little piece of litmus paper. And this one lady, I says, you don't drink enough. And she pulled out this little bottle, the smallest little water bottle I've ever seen in my whole life. And she says, well, I drink at least one of these, sometimes 2 of these a day. And I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I do that before I go to the bathroom in the morning, So drinking water is really, really important. Okay, so I'm going to quit sharing my screen.
When I knew I was going to do this Optavia with Gail, I immediately started drinking more water. I realized that I was only drinking water really in the morning and the evening to take my pills. And before I even started the program, before my supplements came, I lost 4 pounds. just because I started drinking and my body started to flush things.
There's a saying among herbalists, the solution to pollution is dilution when it comes to the water. Our body, the adipose material or fat, fancy way of saying fat, our fat cells, the body will store toxins in there to protect you, because if these toxins like acids or whatever goes through the bowel or through the kidney, it can cause damage. So the body will hold on to the weight so it can hold on to the toxins in a place that's safe for you. So just like Deb said, whenever you drink a lot of water, it's diluting it enough that the body says, oh, we can get rid of that. And a lot of times people do lose weight just from that alone. And I didn't ask her to say that, honest.
She didn't.
Okay, so why is water so important? Remember, we're on here mostly because we want to lose weight, but ultimately, we want to be healthy. So I thought, we all know that you should drink water, but I thought maybe if we took a couple minutes and explained what all water does for us, that it will be part of our why and will help us stick with it. Anywhere between 60% and 75% of every single part of your body is made of water. 60 to 75% of your brain is water. 73% of your heart is water. 83% of your lung is water. Your skin should be 64% water. The muscles and kidneys, 79%, and the bones, 31%. And that came from a website that's a usgs.gov. So this isn't an herbalist website. This is a government website that I got these stats from. So if you don't think, oh, those herbalists just tell you drink a lot of water, it's known by the science community as well. So if we do not have enough water, our body cannot manufacture hormones and neurotransmitters and release them in sufficient amounts.
Neo or neuro?
Neuro. Like dopamine, serotonin.
Norepinephrine. Yeah.
Yeah. Even oxytocin is a neurotransmitter. How do you pronounce it?
Neurotransmitters.
Oh, I pronounce it neuro. Sorry. Neuro. Okay. So if you don't have enough water, it can contribute to things like OCD, anxiety, and depression. You don't think of that when you think of water. It helps your digestion. You need a certain amount of water to have enough saliva. Saliva is where carbohydrates and foods start breaking down. Not enough fluid, not enough saliva. Dry mouth can cause you not to digest as well. It also can cause teeth decay if you don't have enough saliva in your mouth. The membranes in the nose, in the ears, in the digestive tract need to be moist. If you get colds really easy, it might be because the membranes in the nose and sinuses are dried out a little bit and the bacteria can hang on. If anything feels like it sticks in the esophagus, it might be that the esophagus is dried out a little bit, and right before the cardiac sphincter muscle, the acid can shoot up and you can get a little bit of heartburn. Or the food could stick.
Yeah.
Those can all be contributed to by water. Not the only cause, but water plays a big important part of that. We also should lose about 2 pints of water through our skin every day, through sweating and stuff like that. I know people that say, I can't go out in the sun because I just can't handle it. I feel like I'm going to die. And then I'll ask them, do you sweat enough? No, well, you know what? Come and think of it, I hardly sweat at all. Well, what you have is heat exhaustion because you're dehydrated. to be able to produce new cells, you need a certain amount of water. It acts like a shock absorber for the brain and spinal cord. You know, if somebody is dehydrated or in a car accident, their brain sloshing around is more likely to happen than if you're fully hydrated, because your brain is plumper. It flushes waste out through the urinary tract, so you're less likely to have things like gout or kidney stones. It helps in preventing constipation. If you have like little rabbit turds, excuse my bluntness here, but if you're going rabbit turds, that means that you are probably dehydrated. It also lubricates your joints. So if your joints get stiff or sore, it may be in part because you're dehydrated.
But what if you're drinking enough water and some of these things are still happening to you?
There's other things. That's why I said it's not all. For instance, if you have a pH imbalance, you can still have stiffness in joints. But if you start drinking water, most people start noticing even a little bit of improvement because that acid is diluted. It may not go completely away. So, Andrea, have you noticed an improvement at all with whatever symptoms you're talking about?
Probably.
It's not.
I'll have to think about it. I was just wondering. It wasn't totally a direct question, but
yeah. Well,
I'm going to raise my hand here. Is like, so since I've been doing this, I've been having the little rabbit poo-poos. And I think it's because I get way less oil or fat in my diet than I've had before. And I was watching another video of a Optavia coach, and she talked about that. And so basically now what I do, which has helped a lot, is I will do Metamucil type stuff in my water once or twice a day, depending on how bad it is. And it's like, okay, back to normal.
Mm-hmm. That's good. The only thing about Metamucil is two things. Most Metamucils contain aspartame, so look and make sure that it doesn't.
Yeah, the one that I have, it's green. It's not Metamucil, and it's flavorless.
Okay.
I put it in my water, and it's like I don't even have anything in my water.
Okay. All right. Because some do have aspartame, and aspartame causes you to hold on to weight. So that's the one to make sure. All right. So if your eyes are dry, that can also be a lack of water. And then, like I said, holding on to weight. So it's really important. There's a lot of controversy in how much water you should drink. Dr. A says 64 ounces. But you know what? We're not all the same weight. We don't all have the same toxins. In the natural health field, they say half of your body weight up to 100 ounces. Because although like a 600-pound man has more toxins than a 200-pound woman, but their kidneys are the same size. So the kidneys can only process about 100 ounces a day. If you go over that, you're liable to draw out too much of your electrolytes. When I went to college, I was a drinker. Sorry, I'm not a drinker anymore, but I was a drinker. And we went to a bar, and this kid was there. Everybody was laughing at him when I came in. They hazed him, and during this hazing, he had to drink 8 gallons of water as part of the hazing. And he had kept on going to the bathroom. So we teased him for a little bit every time he got up and had to go pee. And then I left. And the next day I came into school, and everybody's crying. That kid took a massive heart attack and died. He peed so much he lost his electrolytes, and his heart stopped. So you don't want to wear out your kidneys, and you don't want to mess up your electrolytes. If your urine becomes colorless, you look in the toilet and go, I don't know, did I pee? I'm not sure. That means that your electrolytes are off. Contact me or Robin, and we can tell you how to rebalance your electrolytes. Usually parsley or something like that will help. But you don't want to get that your urine is completely clear. Now, if it's a light yellow, that's fine. If it's a dark yellow, you're probably not drinking enough. So before you flush, take a gander to see what's going on. Okay. Any questions about that? Nope. Okay. There's a lot of things that people have printed. Oh, Levon. Hi. Everybody welcome Levon. She is a water enthusiast. And she has a really cute way of figuring out what to do with water. What I do is I grab these. I don't know if you can see me, but I grab 2 of these a day, and then I do 2 20 ounces when I do my shakes. I dilute my shakes a lot. But
That's
Lavona
just
has,
overwhelming for me.
yeah.
That big jug and
So how about telling what you do? Because I thought it's pretty cool.
well, I have to hold myself accountable. So I used to get on more often, but work has gotten busy, so I don't get to sneak on as often. But I would leave videos for myself just to remind myself to drink water. So every hour I would drink the water on a video, and I talk about absolutely nothing. Sometimes I'll talk about something. I'd ask people how they're doing. I try to remind individuals to tell themselves they love themselves and just build them, just build us up, because these types of journeys can be rough and we need all the support we can get. So I've added some bottle beads to my water to count ounces. I also am doing intermittent fasting where I have a tracker, but I don't always get to look at my phone, so I can see the beads. Thanks, Adrian. And then I have people like Adrian to keep me accountable, and Mary to support me. So it makes it easier to get out there and know that I'm leaving this message, and please know that I'm still drinking my water. And when I don't get it in, I try to go further the day after. But I stick to 16.9 ounces of 16.9 ounce bottles because it's just easier to drink. And it's easy to drink like right at that moment.
Well, you know what? I'm on Facebook almost all day long because I do my business on there. And I'll see your thing go, oh, did I drink lately? So you're kind of like, I don't have to put my thing on my phone anymore to drink because I wait for your video to come up. If you ever take a day off, let me know because I'll probably end up dehydrated.
So we need to all friend request Levon.
You say what? Yes.
So we need to all friend request you.
She actually has a hydration page. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the beads? Can you?
Yeah, can you show us the beads?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on one second.
While she's doing that, let me tell you something else she did before she did the beads. She would get bottles and drink out of the bottles, as she was saying, and she would save the caps, and she'd count the caps at the end of the day. Cute little tricks like that help us stick to
So
it.
basically, you would need about what, 4 of those?
I would have by the end of the day, I would have 7. And I'm like just a little over 100 ounces, 16.9 times 7 bottles. So I'd have 7 bottle caps. And I make them in the shape of a rose and leave them on the table and take pictures of them. I still do that. But I bought core water the last time, and the tops on core water are so huge. It's just like too much of a hassle to leave such big caps out. It's annoying.
And you said that's the brand that you think tastes the best, right?
No, Icelandic is my preference thus far. Right now, I'm drinking Essentia. So I'm just trying all different kinds of alkaline water to see which one I like the best, which one is refreshing, which one has a flavor that's gonna say I'm ready for that bottle of water. Because I
My
want to
son
be.
swears by Essentia. I can't tell the difference, to be honest, but
Say it again.
my son swears by Essentia. He really likes that. And he's like, Mom, how can you not tell the difference between this and that water that you get, I generally buy like the water at Costco, the 40 some odd bottles that are
Yeah.
16.9 fluid ounces.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, it just tastes like water to me, buddy. I can't really taste the difference.
There is a difference in the taste. Like Essentia tastes really clean. And this is 33 ounces.
Right. Oh, he'll drink a couple of those, no problem.
And I started drinking this right around 8 o'clock. So I'll be going to the bathroom soon. But I do notice that it has a cleaner taste than core water. But it's just, I had to find something about water, and water does taste different. Water in individuals' towns taste different.
Mm-hmm.
We have reverse osmosis so that we have purified water, and that makes a huge difference. But like you, I can taste the difference in the different bottled waters, or even at other people's homes if they don't have the reverse osmosis. So there is a difference, but they also have videos that will show what waters are truly alkaline and which ones are not. So look those up on YouTube, because there are some that say they're alkaline and they're not.
Okay. And then my sister made me, and I did invite her, but she might have worked late. This is the water bottle beads. And so when you finish, each bead is 8 ounces. So it's 64 ounces. And for you to get to that 128 ounces that some people say that you need, I don't ever go there. But so I just count the beads and I slide them down, for the amount of water that I've drank. So it's just a cute reminder. Like,
and it hangs on your bottle, you said, right?
yes, and it has a loop here that hangs on my bottle, and then it has a little water bottle.
I think that's so cute. Yeah.
It's cute.
I like that.
And it goes up and it stretches a little bit. So if it can't fit over a wide mouth, but of course we can always change that and make it.
Oh, do you make those?
My sister does.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
So
Okay.
thanks, Mary, for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for keeping me on track and I'm waiting to see what water that you think is the best, because I also have reverse osmosis, and I know I can't take my 10-gallon tank with me to Atlantic City. So I'll be finding whatever kind you like. That's what I'm going to be buying for Atlantic City.
Lavon did not hear about the Atlantic City trip, and that is actually where she lives. So
really?
Oh, me?
So
I
cool.
live in Atlantic City. I live in Atlanta. I don't live in Atlantic City.
It's Atlanta that we're going to. Yes, it's Atlanta, Georgia. That's where we're going.
Who's
hopefully
going? Where?
That's where Optavia is having their convention this year.
Party with Lavon.
Hi. I'm ready.
Yeah, you'll have to come over.
And you ladies have to, I do every quarter, I do self-love retreats. And I'll have to invite you ladies to come.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for telling us all that. And I will be looking for what kind of water to take to Georgia.
Right now, I think it's going to be Essentia, because I'm kind of enjoying it much more than Icelandic, but we'll see.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Eternal water is really good too. So it's really I think I need to compare those two at this point.
Okay. Good.
All right.
Whatever you do, don't drink tap water.
Ugh.
I can taste the sand and they say minerals. It tastes like little pellets of sand and rock.
Yeah, I can't stand tap water either.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of junk in tap water. Yeah,
what? Don't they have water bottles that have filters in them? So maybe that you can get a water bottle with a filter in it.
Yeah, Berkeley.
Yeah, I think there's several different kinds. But I was looking for. I was trying to find water bottles that I could put in cars. I was making emergency kits for cars for my kids for Christmas, and I was trying to find something that wasn't plastic, because they say it's okay to put plastic in your car when you buy it at Costco and then you take it home, but get it out of your car, because the sun and everything, the heat in the car will make the water not good anymore because of the chemicals from the plastic. So I thought, well, this is something that I need in the car for an emergency that needs to just stay in there. I finally found some aluminum can. Hold on just a second. Path water.
Path water.
Okay. So it's like, can you see it? Path. I ordered it online because I couldn't find it in the store, but this is an aluminum can. It's like you buy it once, you refill it forever. And so it's like if you need to put some water in your car, if something's wrong with your carburetor, or if you get stuck somewhere. Here, sometimes there's been times when we've gotten stuck. We've had car problems and we've been stuck for a while. And so it's just, anyway.
Is it aluminum or is it stainless steel?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's tough. Let's see.
Because aluminum's not all that great, because the aluminum will leach out into the water too.
It's BPA-free aluminum bottle, is designed for cold liquids. Not suitable for microwave. Well, hello, yeah. Yeah. And it says do not clean with steel wool, stiff brush, or anything like that. But anyway, that's what I was able to find to put in my emergency kits for all my kids' cars.
Very cool. Well, there's a Berkeley that it's like a straw. You can take water out of the creek and put this Berkeley in it, and it filters it out. So I'm sure it could even handle tap water. If it can handle creek water.
Sorry.
Okay.
My daughter needed me.
Another reason why it's really good to drink a lot of water is it curbs hunger and cravings. I know there's times I'm like, oh, what time's the next fueling? I got an hour yet. I'll start drinking and that kind of takes that away. So I'm not really hungry, I'm dehydrated. And the body kind of just says, I want, give me. It speeds up your metabolism, especially, it's kind of like a two-edged sword. Ice water actually burns 70 calories. If you drink 20 ounces of ice water, you burn 70 calories. If you drink room temperature water, you only burn, I think it's 30 calories. I didn't write that down. I forgot to write it down. But you do less. The only thing is, if you have like real bad stomach problems, you don't want to put a lot of ice water in there because the body has to heat it up. Or if you have a bad heart, you don't do that. It also slows down the amount of sagging skin that you're going to have if it's well hydrated, or wrinkly skin. My mother, when she died, she was 86 years old, and she virtually had no wrinkles. She didn't have to use stuff on her hands or on her face, like oils. And even as old as I am, I don't have to use any hand creams because I drink a lot of water. And I've been doing water for 32 years now, even before I knew about this. Some people don't like the taste of water. I think if you get a really good water, and Levon probably can attest to this, it's enjoyable to drink. Tap water, not so much. But there is something, I'm going to do my screen here, that.
Excuse me, Mary, can I say something really quick?
Absolutely.
I had to run to the washroom while y'all was talking about the plastic bottles and the water. I understand plastic bottles and all the BPA's, but this bottle is it's called the Life Straw Go. So it's a life straw in here, and I bought it for my son because he just went to Phoenix and he likes to go hiking. So it's bacteria and parasite. It filters out bacteria and parasites. chemicals and pesticides and microplastics. So I guess because of the straw, that's the reason why it's not bad. I mean, the plastic is a non-factor, I guess.
Or it might be that BP, whatever it is, free.
Yeah. So
Because not all plastics are bad.
they are.
Not all of them are. Some are, some are not. So you're in our group, right, Lavana?
Yes.
Can you put the name of that in our group?
Sure will.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nothing works like water. So if you decide to put a little flavoring in your water once in a while, just make sure it's once in a while, not all the time. If you're going to scrub your floor, you're not going to scrub it with Crystal Light in it. You're going to scrub it with water because water cleanses like nothing else does. But every once in a while, I want a little something, And I used to get Propel, and someone told me that Propel has fetal tissue in it. So I don't believe in Propel anymore. I researched it for this class, and I couldn't find anything about that. So does any of you guys know, does Propel have fetal tissue in it?
Fetal tissue?
Yeah. There's fetal tissue in a lot of drinks, like soft drinks. Most soft drinks, like Pepsi and Coke and Mountain Dew, has fetal tissue in it.
We're talking.
Spell that.
FETAL, like babies.
Get out.
Yeah, no, it really
No
does.
way.
Yeah, do research. But someone told me that Propel has fetal tissue in it, and I researched it, and I can't find it in that. If you type in fetal tissue in drinks, a lot of them will come up. They don't even really hide it. They don't call it fetal tissue on the package, but yep.
It might be because Propel is a Pepsi product, isn't it? No, that would be my guess, but I will do some research.
Yeah, let me know, because I used to like Propel. But when I heard that, I thought, nah, there's no way I'm going to do that. So the person told me, I said, how about Crystal Light? And she said, no, Crystal Light doesn't have that. But except for the lemon blackberry, all the other Crystal Lights has aspartame. And you don't want aspartame.
I'm still trying to figure out why they would put fetal tissue in anything.
Oh, it's I'll send you an article, Mary. It is the Pepsi product thing, like Adrian was saying. I have an article about it.
Did they tell you why they do that?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's kind of controversial, so I don't really want to.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not dwell on that.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I just thought maybe
That's all right. I appreciate it. It's my question.
But Angie, if you have a link on why, I'd like to. I don't care why. I don't want it.
Right. Yeah.
I don't care if it grows hair. I'm not going to drink it if it has fetal tissue in it.
Yep.
Now, Optavia does have purposeful. That's hard to say. Purposeful drinks that you can add to your water, but it's expensive. The Crystal Light is cheaper. But like I said, there's only one Crystal Light of them that I found that doesn't have aspartame. Aspartame will absolutely cause you to retain calories. It can cause you to gain weight. It's not good for you. And it's also an excitotoxin. I'm cheap, so I don't do the purposeful. Has anybody tried the purposeful? Well, good. You're all cheap like I am. No, you might not have known about it. But anyhow, I was talking to someone, I think Stephanie. Who's Stephanie belong to?
She's mine. I was just going to say that one of my clients has tried it.
Yeah, and I think she said she liked it. The one that she
yeah.
tried. Yeah.
I don't remember which one, but I can ask her. I forget which one.
So, and again, I wouldn't do it all the time, but once in a while, a little bit of flavoring. And they tell you to put a squirt for 8 ounces of water. I put a squirt for 40 ounces of water. So it's just a little wee bit, just enough to, and it's not all the time. It's just once in a while.
Mary, what are the merits or the lack thereof of putting like lemon juice in your water?
Lemon would be good as long as there's not a lot of carbs. I don't know how much carbs is in lemon. Does anybody know? I do know there's carbs in lemon.
So Mary, when I was going through, I watched one of the videos for this, and they said that any fruit that you add is fine to water. It's not going to add that much carb to it.
Okay, great. I didn't know. But a little bit of lemon is actually good for cleaning out the kidney. Just like you're gonna, if you clean your floor, you might put a little bit of lemon in with it. You know, they put lemon in a lot of cleaning products because lemon is a good cleanser. So you could do that. There is an app. If anybody, does everybody do the app, the Optavia 30? You
I
said
tried it and it didn't. It kept quitting on me.
Yeah, it's very glitchy.
Yeah.
And it also often tells you that you failed your day, and who wants to know that they failed their day? So I stopped using it, and Angie suggested the Eat Wise, and I like that one much better. So
okay, well then do the Eat Wise. It
but
will.
it doesn't have a water
Oh, it
count.
doesn't,
No.
because the Optavia does.
Yeah.
Or you can friend Levon on Facebook, and when she pops up, you know it's time to drink. That's what I do.
Mary, it says that in one lemon there's 1.6 grams of carbs that are primarily fiber. So it's very low for a lemon.
Oh yeah, and I don't know about you, but in 10 ounces of water, I usually put a fourth of a lemon. I don't put a lot of lemon in.
I just asked because my daughter is a big proponent. She says, Mom, it just makes it taste so much better. And I mean, I know it's a natural diuretic, so.
It is. It also helps smooth off kidney stones. There's a lot of benefits of lemon.
Well, there you have it.
But don't put the rinds in there.
No, good point. You want to tell them why?
The toxins, that's why I don't. There's lots of toxins in there.
Yeah, there's toxins, and there's also the oil of lemon can erode the enamel in your teeth. So that's another reason.
Okay.
It can also burn your skin very badly.
So just squish it in and then throw the rind away. Don't put it in the container to make it look all cute. Throw it away.
I often will squeeze. I will often like peel the lemon part off and just put the citrusy part into the cup.
There you go.
We have actually a little mechanism. I don't remember where I bought it. That you can just put your lemon in and squeeze it. It has holes at the bottom.
I bet you it's Pampered Chef.
It might be Pampered Chef. I don't know. Anyway, it's yellow. Imagine that. Anyway, and you squeeze it and the juice just comes right out, and you can throw the rest of it away. And you don't get any seeds. It's really quite nifty. I like it.
Have you heard anything about the hydration packets? There's some that's no sugar, no calories.
Well, I know the Propel and the Crystal Light and the Purposeful Water don't have any.
There's it's called Nectar Essential Daily Hydration.
No.
And it's fresh lemon, but it's all natural, 0 calories and sugar free. I don't know. I haven't done any research, but
I also have used the True. I think it's called True Fruit, or so I'll find it. But that's another one that doesn't.
Lime.
What was that?
The True Lemon and True Lime.
That's it. Yes, True Lemon, True Lime.
Like TRU. Those are so good. Very flavorful. And it's just the fruit. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the Milo?
Milo? What's that?
It's the like a crystal light stuff. It's an
Is it
oval.
Mia?
Excuse me?
Ones?
Excuse me?
Is it like one of those like liquid squirt ones?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look at that.
Just make sure that there is no aspartame, no more than 1 carb, 1 gram of carb, and little or no calories. It should be
Little or
fine.
no calories.
Yeah, like the Crystal Light Zero and the Propel and the Purposeful, they had no calories in them at all.
But I like Milo, Mary.
Well, it might be good. I just never heard of it.
I think it does have calories though. So
Yeah.
I'll have to look. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Any other questions? Comments, concerns?
Yeah, for somebody who thought this was going to be a very short, lesson, we've managed to kill an hour.
Yeah, we have. Well, that's because you guys know, you guys are all really into this, and a lot of good ideas came up.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all.
I don't know who was asking about the Mio.
Joan.
Joan,
Yes.
Okay,
our newest coach.
Hi, Joan.
Hi.
That Mio says 0 calories, 0 carbs, and 0 sugar. So,
Does it have aspartame?
oh, let me check.
I think you just made a friend, Angie.
Definitely.
Okay, let's see. Water. It says sucralose.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But it does. Sucralose is much better than aspartame.
Great.
Yeah. I
Great,
think
great,
that
great,
one's
great.
a winner. Is it good? I see
Oh,
lots
it's
of
wonderful. I like it. I like the ACAI berry. That is the best.
Hi, Barry.
Yes, it is the
Acai.
best. I drink it constantly. That's how because I don't like water. And I have to put that in it. I'm sorry, Mary, but I don't. And I have to put that in it to drink water,
Yeah.
or else I don't drink water.
Well, it's better to drink that than nothing. But
Mhm.
if you can, try building up, even if it's only like 2 ounces a day, and build up a little bit, that you start liking water. Because the fact is, because I used to be a Pepsi-holic. I was a terrible Pepsi-holic. That's all I drank from morning to night. I even stopped eating food. It's like a wino that all I was doing is drinking. And but whenever I got used to drinking good water, now my body craves water.
Mhm.
And I like
I
water.
never liked water even as a child.
Well, you
But
can.
maybe it is
My
finding.
mother would have to let me drink lemon in it. That's the only way I drink water. I just don't like water.
Mhm.
So that's the only way I can drink water. And I do drink quite a bit of water since I have found something that I like.
Mhm.
So that's good. I'm grateful for that because
Mary's a wateraholic now.
I am. I'm a terrible waterholic. I have to watch it because I tend to drink too much.
Okay, you guys, Lavon put a link to the in the chat to the life straw.
Okay.
Look-
Can you also put it in our group, because when I close this out, I
Yeah.
can't find anything.
Yep, I'll copy it. Or Lavon can do it.
I've been clicking on the links and they're going onto my thing so I can look at them afterwards. So if you click on them, they'll go on. They'll bring up a new page for each, or a new tab for each thing you click on.
Yeah.
Well, you assume I know what I'm doing here.
I'll put everything that was in the chat in our group too. Just
Okay.
so
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Also, if anybody wants to be added to Lavon's hydration challenge,
Do you mind if we
they can-
raid you?
No, I don't. I think that I think I sent the invite and put it in the group. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Good.
I don't know if you put it in. It's definitely in the one group, but I don't know if it's in the other. So that's a great idea. We'll definitely add it to the other group.
Okay.
yes, I'm excited about this challenge. I don't know how come I haven't met you before.
Nice to meet you, Sandy.
I feel this water and positivity vibe. I'm loving all these new people tonight.
Yeah.
I love that bead idea. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Your
Thank you.
sister's gonna have lots of orders, Levon.
I can imagine her little fingers is going to be in good use though. I like the beads and they're pretty. Like I wish I had a better camera on my computer, but to look at them, like they're really, really pretty.
They look like they're an iridescent blue.
They're like a baby blue, but it has like a white in the center to make it look iridescent and almost like the color of tanzanite.
Oh, okay.
Or
Pretty.
the clouds and what is it, Serentini Greece. You know how when you're outside,
Okay, I
white
can't.
buildings,
The sound went out, Levon.
the sky and the white buildings when
Oh, yeah,
San-
yeah. That town in
Santorini, Greece.
yeah.
That's what it kind of looks like.
Very
Oh,
cool.
beautiful.
So I'm a travel agent, so I just like tie it all together.
Ah, that's cool. We should have asked you about places in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
We
When
were
are
at
you guys
money
going? When are you going?
July 27th to August 1st. But we already put the down payment. We actually, Robin paid for half of it already, so we can't get out of it because they don't give refunds.
What
But
are
if
you
we,
gonna?
I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
what?
Go ahead. What
It's
are
an
you gonna?
Airbnb, Levon.
It's an Airbnb. Well, you can't go wrong with Airbnb. But I'm
Yeah.
coming to the party though.
Yes.
You have to.
It's right after our residency, Levon, like 2 weeks later. Party after party.
Oh wow. So
I'm so bummed, but I'm going to be happy to be moving.
Yeah. Well, we
Both
wish
of
you
the
well.
time.
congratulations though to all you ladies for just going be above and beyond to want to be healthy. It means a lot to you, to your own life more than you know, and to the life of others because they get to keep you around just a little bit longer.
Yep.
So I appreciate again for sharing your love with me.
Well, thanks for coming. Come again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
Yeah.
makes-
Thank you.
Which reminds me, who would like to do lead next week's?
So next week is element 11, and it's how do you eat healthy beyond fueling. So we'll be talking about our protein and our veggies. So
The lean and green.
Oh.
lean and greens. So
Let me ask this question just to go before we go into next week.
Mhm.
So a lot of people, a lot of doctors say that we're not made to digest those greens. Would you say that's true?
I say those doctors are full of crap.
That's what I say, because everything tells you to eat more green leafy vegetables all the time,
Yeah.
everywhere.
You know, somebody wants to debunk everything. There's nothing that someone doesn't debunk. Christianity, they try to debunk it. Family life, they try to destroy it. I mean, there's always, you don't find anything that has no controversy at all. But I believe with all my heart that vegetables, including greens, are good for us. And so are onions. There's a book out that onions are poison. No one should ever eat an onion again. And quite frankly, I'd been dead if onions.
That's blasphemy.
Yeah, I know.
I love onions.
Me
Yeah,
too.
me too. But you do
I don't
know
want my husband to
that
eat onions,
onions
but
have, I'm sorry, Adrian. You know, onions have lectins in them. And if you have arthritis really bad, that you shouldn't eat onions, green peppers, tomatoes.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, but you can have green onions, and
Yes, you can have
there's
green onions.
quercetin in onions. See, I knew that tomatoes, potatoes, eggplant were part of the nightshade family. I didn't know that onions were.
Yes,
Oh,
I just learned that recently.
cool.
You know, there's some bliss to ignorance, and that if you just like it, you like it, and you just eat it anyway.
And I still eat it anyway.
That's right. That's how I'm going to live my life. You know, if I like it and it, you know, unless of course it's not, you know, good for me, I'm going to eat it anyway.
Well, it's also moderation. You know? Like I have a problem with the nightshade family. If I eat potatoes, matter of fact, I gave Angie my potatoes, my wonderful Optavia mashed potatoes.
Oh my gosh, you're breaking my heart, Mary.
I know. Oh, by the way, Angie, I had some more oatmeal somebody gave me. Actually, it was Crystal. Crystal can't have the oatmeal, so. But I know that if I do too much potatoes, it kills me. I feel tired and my joints are, I mean, my muscles are tired and my joints ache. But once in a while is fine. So moderation, you know.
Mm.
Okay, so did anybody volunteer for next week?
Think about it, message me, let me know. Or I'll be messaging you if I don't hear from anybody by tomorrow.
And if you don't want to, just say no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. That's fine. But to tell you the truth, I had like maybe 10 minutes worth of stuff and y'all filled it in. It's really not that hard because
It's not.
everybody's so into this, you know.
Well, it's so fun when everybody shares. I love to hear from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Turn
I'm
it
too
into a
talkative.
podcast, Mary. You really have a radio personality voice.
Me?
Yes.
See, I think I sound like a frog.
No.
Well,
I
cool.
think I sound the same way, Mary, but other people hear we hear something different. You really have this cool, soothing voice, this sound.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
daughter,
thank you.
my daughter's sitting in here doing her homework, my 13-year-old across the room. And when Levon, when you first started talking, she was like, I love her voice.
Tell her I said, well, thank you so much.
All righty. Well, so let Angie know and we will talk to you guys next week. Remember that you can put anything you want to in the, what you call it, the group. I will put our contact information up if you want to, you know, ask us any questions or whatever. We're here for you. You don't have to do this journey alone. We're all in this together.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, you all
Bye,
have a
everyone.
good week and we'll talk to you next week. Night, everybody. Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
Right.
Night. Meeting everyone. Bye.